bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for Bring 'em Out with your hosts, Joel Richardson and Alan Hill.
Hey everybody, we're here at the Sunnybrook Ballroom inside the Speakeasy for another episode of Bring 'em Out. I'm Alan Hill, here with SoulJoel himself, Joel Richardson. Tonight we have two special guests, fresh off the stage, Dennis Rooney, Chris Roach. Thank you guys for joining us.
Thank you for having us, sir.
Yeah, thanks a lot for having us.
Oh man.
Dude, we had too much fun off camera. I don't know if it could be.
Oh, I'm pure CNN from here on out.
Yeah.
You're not going to get another racial slur out of me, Joel.
No, dude.
That was for before the camera started rolling.
Yeah, I watched your entire set, and then I ended up walking out while Chris was roasting me. And this is,
Oh, you missed it.
So the show just ended. We're just here hanging out, and we're breaking the fourth wall, just kind of hanging. So we bring them out. Over the pandemic, I brought people out, and I bring guys like you, bring people here. Dude, in an abandoned field in Royersford.
That's right.
Built the tent. Now we're here. We didn't know where we were gonna end up. You guys have done every incarnation of SoulJoel's.
I noticed that you use us for a lot of new rooms. For a first impression.
I send you guys in with your army helmets.
Yes.
We're Lewis and Clark? Is that what it is? I'm not.
There was that one room.
But Joel will be like.
I say Lois. But yes.
That one
Joel's
room.
like, have you ever been to Western Ohio? I'm
Yeah.
like, no. He's like, well, guess what?
What was that one room? She said this. She said you sent us like somewhere upstate New York, and the lady. It was summertime. The lady goes, by the way, the AC's broken, and I was like, oh my god, are you kidding me?
Dude.
Yeah, to two
And
guys
then
that.
he goes his room, and I go to my room. And she walks me in. She goes, your AC's okay. I just didn't want to get him upset. I'm like, oh okay.
Yeah.
She lied to my face.
Yeah.
She's like, your AC's broken, but it's an ancient B&B. We're so happy to have you. I'm like, all right.
Yes.
She's like, we got a fan. I meet up with Roach 5 minutes later. He's like, it's freezing in my room.
And I told him, I said, you want to sleep on the floor or in the bed?
Yeah. Right? I said, no, we stopped that years ago.
I invited you to come watch a movie with me.
Alan's got a huge music background. He's a musician.
Alan looks like he
was
has
a
a few
music teacher for 25
He
years.
looks like he has a few huge things. Just by looking at him.
But so I met him during the pandemic, post COVID, when we opened up outside. Comes all the way from Lancaster. That whole group of 21 people on the left-hand side were all from there. They came an hour.
Are you here on Rumspringer?
Yeah.
Still going. I never
Yeah.
left it.
I want to have sex with Santa Claus. That's the group. Yes. That was a perfect line.
That was his mother.
Yeah, it was his mother. Yeah. Yeah, his mother's church friends. It doesn't matter.
Oh my God.
But
Oh
dude,
my God.
Dennis, they don't
so
know.
sorry.
He doesn't understand what we know. Like comics, there's always two shows going on. I try to explain this all for the audience. There's one for the audience and there's one for the comics.
Yes.
And when I opened up the club, I would always wear. I started wearing I looked like a club owner, not like I'm going to perform. Right. And I came in a blazer.
This guy came in a suit, and I saw Joel in a suit for the first time. I
Oh,
was
so
like,
Dennis
I was like,
knows.
oh, shit, he's not fucking around anymore.
Dennis knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
He took the temperature and the pulse. He understands what story I'm about to bring up.
Yep.
Dennis looks me straight in the face and goes, "So is it a two-man show?" I immediately realized I was dressing too good to go on stage.
Yes.
Dennis was like, "So obviously you're not hosting, not that you ever did."
That's not. You're putting words in my mouth. You're putting words in my mouth. I only insinuated where I see SoulJoel Richardson in a suit. I'm not going to be like, well, you're going to bring me up, right? I assume this gentleman is hired a host because he's above this now.
Yeah. So
little did I know, Joel's love for the stage. No amount of money could squash that. No amount of money could squash the need for
I knew
attention.
I was featuring for Roach. Am I also hosting?
That's what I was kind of asking.
So I should do 25 to 35?
Right. I'm like, so am I doing 20 or am I doing 42?
Yeah.
Like, how quickly do I need to get Roach up?
And I got to go with my ridiculous shirt after you with your suit.
Oh my God! But one of the things, Dennis, you can relate to this very well. We're all friends, and if you don't roast them unless you love them,
Yeah.
And we did a show in my hometown, and
Yes.
Roach, obviously, we're very happy for him that he was on with Kevin James for 2 years, but
That stopped? You're not on there anymore?
No.
I've been opening for you all this time. You fucking just some guy?
I guess it's good. It's a good time to let you know.
yeah.
Dennis,
I can't pay you for tonight.
I'm so sorry.
By the way, SAG called. You're short a couple hours.
Yeah, right.
you're
Yes.
Your benefits have
I
expired.
need to talk to you about gas money.
Oh, fuck.
No, but dude, Dennis, you would love this. So
Wait,
I'm
what?
bragging to all my friends and my family, and not my family because they all know you guys. But
Yeah.
dude, I've been doing this gig in my hometown for 6 years. It's a fundraiser. Roach was literally, I don't know how he got lost, but the GPS talks to you now.
Was I with Roach?
No. This
Okay.
was solo mission. This is only him to blame.
Copy.
Right. So he somehow did a wrap around the Giant Stadium, so he got lost way ahead.
yes.
Dude, this is producer Joel, already paranoid, already on the verge of a stroke
Yep.
or a heart attack. It's
Yep.
a coronary disease is coming.
Yeah.
It's just
Yes.
which one I'm gonna get.
Yeah.
Right. So I have to go on stage, which I could do 6 or 16. I tell these guys all the time. If there's heat, I'm getting out of the kitchen.
Oh,
if it's
yes.
going well,
Oh, yes.
I'll stay on. Right. So I go on stage not seeing Roach, not knowing how long I'm gonna be. He said he's close, but
you had to do the thing where you go up and it's like, well, I'll just go until I can't.
Yeah. So he comes in and like he's dressed like now, and I know he's got to put on his show shirt.
Yes.
Yeah, and get his.
We call them complicated shirts.
Yes.
Because they're not
Yeah.
facile, all right? They're
And
a
it-
little, they're a
and
lot to deal with.
the black towel's not in motion.
Uh-huh.
So I know he's got to get that to wipe himself down. Then I see himself in his. I could be going to a disco or going on stage. John
Right,
Travolta
right.
shirt.
Before a show, Roach is a lot like Tony Stark when he's applying the Iron Man outfit.
Yes, I really am.
Like, he goes into the green room and he puts his hands out like Christ. And you just see like a washcloth,
Yeah.
a Hawaiian button down, just New Balances, just like flinging at him from across the room.
Despite your religion, if we all just bow your heads and join your hands in prayer.
And then when he's finally assembled, he goes, all right. Like Rodney.
So he
Okay,
gives me the
baby.
old
Okay,
nod,
baby.
like I'm good.
Yeah.
I've collected myself. We're all good to go.
Right.
So I go, listen. He literally just got off the CBS studio with Kevin James.
Yes,
just
that's
filmed
that day.
today.
Yep.
He is here tonight. Please welcome my good friend Chris Roach. The place explodes. He goes, guys, keep it going for Josh.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
And for anyone who doesn't get the joke, my name is Joel.
Did he just pick any Jewish name?
Dude, he said,
Keep it going for Rosh Hashanah, everybody. Keep it going
He said, he explained it on stage and not just breaking down the fourth wall.
Yeah.
He let everyone in on the joke.
Right, right.
He was daydreaming while he was lost, which explains why he was lost.
Yes.
And he goes, I was thinking about my friend Josh, who's in comedy. And I'm like, this is terrible. This is a terrible
Yes.
story. He
Josh.
goes, he lives around here, I think.
Yes.
And he goes,
Josh
and I
Glantz. Josh Glantz. Josh Glantz. He was my partner
Yeah.
in comedy.
This guy's totally made up. There's no Josh,
But
whatever.
then I felt so bad every time after that. I would bring him up with the letter J from the Old Testament. I think I brought you up as actually when you bring me up, like I said, no, thank you to Jerubbaal. I called
Ladies and
Jerubbaal.
gentlemen,
Which totally made it better.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Jeconiah.
we all know tonight couldn't be possible without the help of Ezekiel Goldberg. Everybody,
Jeconiah.
give it up for Ezekiel.
Yeah. But the J is
I
silent.
called you Jehoshaphat once.
Jehoshaphat?
It's an Old Testament name.
I can't tell if that's black or Jewish. Jehoshaphat?
That's Old Testament Jehoshaphat
Man, you ain't gonna be talking all that shit with my cousin Jehoshaphat. Come down here.
Richardson.
Jehoshaphat Richardson.
Joel. But I thought you were Jewish for the longest time, but I found out
I'm
he's
still not convinced he's not.
no.
Look at him.
There were like 20.
Why? The only way he could explain the advances in the entertainment business.
Yes.
Nobody climbs the ladder that fast without some
Yeah, he throws a
religious
left-handed
nepotism.
curve,
Yeah,
calls
yeah.
himself Soul, but we know.
There was like
Jew.
There were 20 Joe. There was Joseph. Your father's Joseph, right? And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
your dad wanted you to get into show business, so he threw an L on that.
Yeah, but he wanted me to have a different name so that people wouldn't get confused when they called. Is
Joel.
Joe there?
Joe
Joe
Richardson.
Jr., Joe Sr. So he named me Joel. Doesn't
Joe
make sense.
Richardson.
Like Bob was out of line. He couldn't
Yeah.
just, Steve.
Yeah.
Not making it easy.
Middle name's Randolph. His middle name's Robert. One of me have the same initials.
Your middle name is Randolph?
Dude, roast me all you
You're
want.
like a fighter pilot.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, for Disney.
Joel Randolph took out
Richardson,
96
put
of
your
the
dukes up
enemy.
because we're about to fight. Middle name Randy.
I can't believe he called you Josh.
Yeah.
I called him
I've
Josh.
forgotten names from the stage, but
Yeah.
I'll
That's
just
the
say I don't
worst.
remember. I
That's
don't just
the
make
worst.
something up.
Yeah.
That's the work. Did you ever forget someone's name that you know them and they're walking towards you? This next guy, he just christened my kid. Jesus Christ. And you forget, you just hung out the guy. The name just gone.
I called Mark Riccadonna DeMeo once.
Oh my God.
Because I was
Wait.
like, hey, give it up for Mark
My worst.
DeMeo. And he was
Yes.
like, not.
My worst.
We're
one
all
was,
friends, but-
it was Ted Alexandro, and I was just starting out. I was hosting at McGuire's on Long Island, and he just done the Craig Ferguson show.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you might recognize this guy. He just did the Colin Ferguson show, and the audience applauds. He goes, Colin, isn't that the guy who just shot everybody on the train? You know, it's a fucking mass murderer. Ooh, can I curse? Sorry. Hit the dumb button.
Yeah, we'll edit this in post.
The Colin Ferguson show.
Dude, by the way,
nobody knows who that is?
You're sitting down now. I just noticed.
Thank you.
Both ears pierced, playa.
Yes, that's right. I'm going through a midlife awakening.
Wait.
Joel, that ain't the only thing that's pierced. You gotta
Oh, the old cockle-doodle-doo?
Prince Albert, I think they call it, right? Right or wrong? It's called a Prince Albert.
I have a little respect for royalty.
I know Roach was just like, dump it, and Joel's like, we'll edit it in post.
Yeah.
A Prince Albert is a cock piercing, everybody.
I had my nipple pierced when I was 30, and it's still fat. It's like a pig nipple. It's like a pinky. It's a big nipple.
Yeah, like a double nip.
Yeah.
Yes.
A little extra. Your nipple's got a
Dude,
suitcase
I love
in
when
tow.
when you post the half-naked pictures on Facebook.
Oh, when I was in shape?
Really?
When I was in shape? When I was on the program? Pharmaceuticals?
What pharmaceuticals were you on?
Deca and Testa.
Oh, what the fuck is that?
Decadurabolin and Testafesolinate.
Oh, are these like
anabolic steroids?
Okay, these
It was
are
right.
steroids.
Yeah,
All right.
Nice.
That's right. Do I have to spell it out? I was sticking needles in my ass.
We won't edit this in post.
No, we won't. No, we won't. Roach is like what I would do if I did steroids instead of mushrooms.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But instead, I'm Alan. Hey, Alan. What's up, man?
This is you in 15 years,
I took
brother.
I took a lot of pictures. Your dad has a beard like that, doesn't he? Your dad?
My father?
I met your dad. He's got a big beard.
Keep my fucking dad's name out your mouth.
Sorry
Roach.
about that.
No, he does. He has a beard, but it's not like that. It's not ZZ Top's dad.
It's St. Patrick's Day. Your dad is 100% off the boat Irish.
I called my dad after the show tonight to wish him a happy St. Patrick's Day.
Right.
He was like, "What do you want?"
In
I'm like, "I want to say happy
It
St.
says-
Patrick's Day."
He's got a brogue.
He's got a brogue. He's very, very Irish.
What do you want, you bastard?
It's not like that at all. It's more just he's like the Irish brogue where
Cunt.
he's more grunting. He's like a caveman, like Neanderthal Irish. Like he could say, like you know how like the Eskimos have 200 words for snow.
Right.
My dad has like 1,000 grunts for "leave me alone." He's like Tim Allen.
I think you're trying out material.
You guys ever notice? You ever notice the plane should be
Boy, it
made
must
of
have
the
been
black box?
a long drive from Long Island here, huh? Dad is like, I'm going to do 35, but I'm doing 45 on the way there.
I'm gonna save a little something for after the show. Let me get my notebook out.
God bless.
Do you know, like a year ago when I was going through like some health stuff,
Yeah.
and I was thinking, I just started thinking about comedy and comedy history, and I love the guys that I used to work with that the headliners that would tip the features, like who did Dice tip you ever?
No.
Like John.
Wait,
Bad-
who?
Bad example. We'll edit this in
Yeah,
post.
I wish I didn't answer so quickly.
John
I wish I
Panette.
answered more diplomatically than that. But no, Dice has
It
never
wasn't
tipped me.
Silverstein.
John Panette, John Panette would tip you heavily, like, oh my God. And I started thinking about that, and one time I tipped Dennis, like 2 times in a row. I threw him like a few extra bucks, and I remember one time we were driving. He's like, "Is everything okay?"
Yeah, it's like Roach.
He's like, "You're not dying." I'm like, "I'm
Yeah.
not dying. I'm just going through some stuff." And,
One side of your face is drooping, and he gave
Yes.
you $40 extra. Is everything okay at home?
and I'm feeling better, and now I just ask him for gas money.
yeah.
Dude, my sister still.
I thought it deserved more. I thought maybe it's
Yeah.
because I related to it. I thought it was very funny.
Thank you.
And
Yeah, I
have
thought it
you on
was.
gas money for tonight. Don't
No,
worry.
no. But dude, I remembered. My sister will never forget this. I had him at the Valley Forge Casino. It was right the summer before Kevin Can Wait premiered, right?
Okay. God.
And people were
My
like,
whole life revolves around this show.
dude, no.
The summer before everything changed.
Everything, yes. Before, when you thought you made it, and when you realize you're back to
No,
where
no,
you were.
but you're socially awkward then and now.
Yes.
Both
This is true.
before and after. You never
Social.
change, which I love about you.
I'm socially.
Dude, he was standing there with a stack of cards to like promote the show on CBS, and people were like on the other end like lining up, and it was like Moses parting the Red Sea. Like you're not sure how they're gonna meet.
Right.
And my sister, who had never met him before, come up to
Oh
us.
yes! Oh my God!
Do you want me to orchestrate this meet and greet? He goes,
Yes.
that would be fantastic.
I was so nervous.
Yeah, and she was like, yeah, and they met people that came up, and he was like, thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude,
I
we're
don't know
not
what to
sure
do.
how that social awkwardness could have went hours.
Yes. I was.
Yeah,
If
I
people
don't know
didn't
what
want to
do.
come up. Yeah, and then Laura Lee, 4'9".
It's probably
Yeah.
the face I have on.
Yeah.
Well, I think I was talking about this on the way here, where it's like we do a show, all my social energy is expended.
Yeah,
After the
Get
show,
that.
it's like I'll say hi and I can say good night, but it's like
Right.
to try to orchestrate, like to try to organize people. It's like no, I can't.
Right.
I can't.
Yeah.
And to do a
I also
podcast
love-
afterwards, it's like crazy.
and these
I
assholes.
got nothing left in the tank.
What kind of a crazy person does a pod? I mean, I'm all juiced up, but also I love that CBS's marketing for their brand new Kevin James show is like, hand these cards out at your road gig. By the way, if you could hand these out at a casino in Pennsylvania, it really might set us.
Yeah.
You know,
We're looking
the
to
ratings.
Get, we're looking to get tens and tens of listeners just like
Yeah.
this pod.
I did my best.
Yes, you did, buddy. Yes, you did.
I did my best.
Dude, but
great show.
he said I got 2 goals in life. 1, move out of my dad's house, and 2, get Easy Pass in good standing.
That is true.
I think your
yes.
Easy Pass is solid now,
It's
right?
good now.
Yeah.
I was working.
I've done gigs with Roach where we pull up to the toll and I just go, well, now we're gonna
No,
be late.
I remember I was before Kevin Kuwait. I picked up Richie Byrne to do a gig, and we're online to pay the toll, like 17 cars deep. And he's like, "Bro, you don't have Easy Pass?" I'm like, "No." He goes, "I'm so grateful I have a job right now," because he was opening for Dr. Oz.
Yeah,
He
he's
goes,
like, but had I known, he would have grabbed his Easy
"Yes."
Pass,
He
right?
goes, "Why didn't you tell me?" I'm like, "Come on, we'll talk. We'll talk. When was the last time we talked?
That's the consolation prize? We'll catch up.
When was the last time we talked? You know, I missed you." And
We needed to add another 12 minutes to this 4-hour car ride.
thank God I have a job with Dr. Oz. But now I have Easy Pass. It's so nice just driving through things. And now you have to have it.
We made it, baby.
Yeah.
Roach has Easy Pass. We made it.
I have Easy Pass, and Dennis is giving me gas money.
I promise. I promise. I'll Venmo you.
I never take it. I always tell him, I don't want your gas money.
I have a log.
I don't want to make this any more
Fucking
awkward.
Give me weed.
I can do that. Yeah. I'll give you edibles. That's the thing. Roach will take ass, gas, or grass.
Dude.
Nice.
A true classic.
Nice.
So when we had CBS again, not just
Why do you keep pouring salt in his wound, Joel?
No.
You're like, who's killing it right now? Kevin James.
Sorry.
He's out there.
No. It was ABC.
Okay.
So a high school friend of mine, reporter, when Chris Rock.
Oh, the slap.
The slap attacked.
Oh.
Yeah. So they came to me because one of the comics got pulled off stage during the pandemic. So they
Oh,
interviewed
my
me, and then
God,
they were like,
yes.
"We want to go and one of your shows." So they interviewed the audience. It was literally a year ago, April 1st.
Joel
on
wasn't
April
at this
Fools.
show. He was in Jersey.
Yeah, I
This
was at another
show.
show, and
If he was there, it never would have happened.
never would happen.
Joel spears him out of left field.
Yeah.
That was
Intercepts
when Jay
him on
got
the way
pulled
to the
off
stage.
Oh,
What?
When Jay got pulled off
Big
stage?
J, yeah,
oh,
yeah,
my God.
Yeah, but then so they
That's-
interviewed an audience member, and they interviewed Alan, and I'm like, he loves comedy, he understands how it works, dude. He finishes, comes back to the staff, and goes, "Thank God they interviewed me just in time. The edible is about to kick in."
I was T-10.
And I go, "Oh my God,
And it was a heavy one.
What a-
it was going to be a whole different interview.
what a
very
fan
soon.
base!"
Alan, can you describe what you saw? It was crazy.
Let me tell you what Chris Rock's aura looks like.
It was like Woodstock. There was 1,000 people.
Yeah. I think he lit his guitar on fire at one point
Yeah.
as a sacrifice.
Yeah. By the way, it was just a DJ.
Yeah.
It was not a band.
Anyway, I'm joining ISIS.
What did you say to me when I picked him up?
That was a
today?
beard joke.
I picked him up today. He's like, "You driving?" He goes, "You're driving?" I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "Good, because I just took an edible." I'm like, "Oh my
Yeah,
God."
Roach picked me up today, and he was like, "How you feel?" I'm like, "Great. Now that I know you're driving, I just ate THC."
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, and that's why we had such a fun show tonight.
I don't
Oh, yeah.
condone that.
I think the Irish need to claim marijuana. It's green,
Right.
right? It's healthier than booze. Time to step it up. Something to consider for next year, St. Patty's Day,
I
Irish
like
people.
it. I vote for that.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Look how enthusiastic the
Alan,
host is.
Alan, what's new with you?
You're doing great on a podcast when the host is tweeting.
This is part of the fun is
Fucking
Joel's
tweeting.
obligations meet his ADD.
Joel is answering constructive emails from audience members tonight.
Do you text when Dice is here?
I'm mostly here to laugh when Joel's blanking out or
Right,
doing other things.
Let's fill in the blanks.
Joel, let me ask you something. I'll take over. Joel,
Yep.
what do you see for yourself in the future? What's your 5-year plan? Because you're how long you been here now at Sunnybrook?
First of all, thank you for saying 5 years because it hasn't even been 5 months.
No, I know, but I know you got a plan.
We took over on Halloween.
Okay.
So
Appropriate because it's
the
Indian
restaurants-
burial ground.
Yeah. Yep. The grounds for Dirty Dancing.
Right.
Yeah. So
Is it really?
No, but
I don't know.
that was actually Mike Cannon's roast.
Oh, really?
He goes, guys, give it up for SoulJoel. He bought the grounds where they shot the movie Dirty Dancing.
I was
He
gonna
goes,
say, like,
that
it
is
looks like
amazing.
If
does look
Swayze
like
walked
that.
in right now, I'd be like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it looks like a bungalow.
Right,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
it does.
Yeah. So,
Or a
no, so,
compound.
yeah, compound, exactly. Thank you. That's why you're a headliner and I got into producing. Yeah, so we're going to turn this part into a restaurant in
Nice.
April. And then my the 2-year plan is to have a hotel back here, like a 30-40 like room boutique hotel.
Yeah.
So I
For the
could
room for the comics.
room for the comics.
We'll
exactly.
see.
We'll see. Yeah. Yeah.
No, but for
Definitely
like, 'cause
for
I
the
know this
first
is-
headline. I don't know about the second headline. No.
Can I sleep on his floor?
No.
Does the AC work?
No, I was saying I got a room for you, not him.
Oh, hey.
Yeah. You were the
my.
first. He was the second.
No
That's
roach cooks
true.
for you.
You know, Joel
That's
came.
how self-deprecating you are. You're like, I guess I'm out.
Joel came up to me before the show and he's like, "So you think like 30?" And I thought this guy's trying to demote me to feature. You told me double headliner, you motherfucker. I said I'm doing 35.
Dude, it's so funny because, my
Joel's like, "Could you put the chairs away after the show?" I'm like, "Whatever you need, whatever you need."
All right, I'm gonna need you to put down the vape pen and start seating people.
You're telling the staff, you're like, I'm sure Dennis is outside smoking weed somewhere. Tell him we're wrapping in 5.
Yeah.
And he needs to hand out tickets.
Listen, we said double headliner, but I think it's smoke and mirrors. I think Dennis
yeah.
is just doing 30 minutes.
Well, also on the way down here, like Roach is like, "So double headliner." I was like, "You're going last." I'm like, "You're closing, dude. I'm not, you know."
Dude, you know what's so funny about that? That's why I love guys like Roach, because we did that same thing when Mike Somerville was at the Valley Forge Casino and Richie Byrne popped in because he did another gig and he was like coming to hang out, get a room, and he did another gig the next day. And Mike goes, "Richie, good to see you. Joel, what's the order?"
I like that. I like that.
He goes, "No, let Richie close out the show. I'll do a guest spot."
Right,
I
right,
go,
right.
For the money I'm paying you, Mike, you're getting fucking up there.
You're fucking doing 40 at least. Yeah, right?
Yeah, no, but I literally I didn't know, but then because one of my guys, Nick, does the timing, so he asked me, and right before that I go, I'm assuming light at 25 or 30, but that's why I went over and asked you,
Right.
And I went right before I went on, I go, "You were right. He's doing 35. Light him at 30."
Yeah.
But then I got upset, like I'm a freaking I'm like a comedy jukebox where I want to hear the hits.
I know. You came up to me afterwards. First thing, like, "How come you didn't do this?" I'm like,
Yeah.
I had a great set.
If you're gonna
35
do
minutes,
if
what
you're
do you
gonna do 35 minutes, you're gonna do the favorite jokes that I like.
Yeah.
Play
Because
the
I haven't
bird.
paid you yet. You did.
I didn't do your favorite joke. Your sister's like, "You dropped the farting in the shower bed." I'm like, I can't.
Yeah.
I
Well, you
can't-
didn't just not do that tonight. You dropped it out of your
I
ass.
dropped it completely.
We had that the first show after like we were allowed to go out and do shows again. We did it in a parking lot.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Dude,
Yeah. Humble brag.
I
No big
blend.
deal.
No, this is my first time on
Dude,
stage.
I'm
and
sniping heckling.
he's going, "The massage bit." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh, that's right."
Yeah.
I forgot my whole act. He's yelling
Dude,
at my bits
meanwhile,
to me.
dude, he is elbow deep in his own notepad.
Oh, I'm
And I'm
sure.
yelling at him. He's like, "Yeah.
I hadn't been on stage in over a year.
Yeah, dude, I didn't need my notepad. I just needed Joel heckling me with my
Yes.
own material.
Like, what
dude,
else
but
I
he
got?
actually he couldn't compute because I go, "Lancaster," and he goes,
How about those Amish?
"Dude,
those bastards."
still, dude, it was like we were playing
I forgot
a game show."
I forgot I had a whole chunk of vacation material, and then
Yeah.
you shouted something like, "Holy shit, I got a whole okay."
I
Roach is
almost
like-
yelled out, "Jebediah!"
Yeah, right.
Oh! Oh!
You can yell out the punchlines just to
Oh!
start from the beginning with Jebediah.
Dude, Dennis, he snapped back at me and goes, "Oh, thank you." He goes, "My vacation bit."
Right.
And
He goes,
begin.
No, yeah, no. And then he goes, "Are we near there?" I go, "It doesn't matter. They're gonna get it."
Roach
so-
is like the Chuck E. Cheese band, but
Yeah.
the big bear comes out and just like gets stuck.
Yeah,
and
that
Joel's
was
got to
big.
come out like kick him in the ass.
Does
and he's like,
anybody-
"Hey."
Does anybody have a quarter? We gotta straighten this out.
Yeah, right.
I think we're out of time.
I got to pull the breaker. Hold on, everybody. Turn the whole thing off. Turn it back on.
Well, the same thing happened tonight when I left the room for 5 minutes, and you at Dean, who hosted, goes, "Dude, you missed it." I go, "Dude, He goes, dude, this whole chunk just crushed with Chris because he had never seen you before. And I go, did he do? I go, because Alan's whole crew's here from Lancaster. He goes, yeah, he did it. Crushed. And I go, shit. I knew I should have left the room. He goes, roasted you too. You missed it.
Lack of waxing.
Yeah.
We were like 90 miles from Lack. Maybe it's not the best joke for this area, but it's so nice to see you. Where I remember the early gigs where you did everything, and you were always drenched in sweat, worried, running, doing this, doing that, doing that. And now I just saw you today, just sitting back, and I saw this guy, all these guys that used to do that job.
Yeah.
And now you're like, you chill out and worry about the chef cursing in the kitchen.
Right. Oh my God. Yeah. That's
You have new headaches.
no good. Yeah. But it's all good, man.
Yeah.
That's the part that I enjoy. Like that's why I got into comedy. Like I knew I could never be you guys, but I still enjoy like going to hosting and something like that. But that I got into comedy because I love it.
Took a while
So
for
I
you to
love
realize that. Took a while for you to realize that.
I heard you, Dick. You didn't have to repeat.
How's things, Alan? How's things at home?
Let's talk about things.
How's your
man.
mom? She well?
Yeah, well, not after tonight's act.
No.
I'm like, doesn't he realize he's not us? Get off the stage!
Alan, you gonna go home and give it to mom? Is that what I'm hearing? That's what I heard a comic say. I don't want to talk out of school.
But dude, it's as if Chris did the same thing.
Yeah.
He leaned in and made eye contact.
Yeah.
Was like, "Do you get it or no?"
How awkward is the moment?
Land.
How awkward is the moment where the thing that breaks the ice is me being like, Alan, you gonna fuck your mom tonight? And he's like, thank God you said that. Thank God someone broke the tension. Well, you're a great host, though. That's also
No, you are.
You know,
But I knew.
I've sorry, not to interrupt, but I've been in the middle. A lot of times we've done plenty of gigs where
Yeah.
Joel's hosting, I go up in the middle, Roach closes out, and I'm in the middle doing 25, maybe 30. And sometimes, like you said, Joel, if there's if it's hot in the kitchen, you get out. You bring me up after 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I've also seen Joel doing crowd work, crushing for 15, and I'm in the wings like
he ain't getting off.
I'm like I gotta fucking follow
ain't
this.
getting off.
I gotta follow this, and I don't want to do crowd work to open. I'm like I got a scratch off ticket to
Dude.
joke to tell.
Dude, Alan, here's another example of how there's two shows going on. There's one for the audience, the one for the comics. So, Giannis Pappas last year had to cancel, right? And I already had these guys booked for Saturday night. So I booked them Sunday down at Stone Harbor.
Oh,
Got
yeah.
them a hotel for 2 nights. They had to kill time, right? And so they go down to the movie theater in Stone Harbor, which used to go every
I
summer.
know the theater very well.
Yeah.
Yep.
So they end up going. They're like, dude, perfect. They're like, Elvis just came out.
Yes.
Turns out it's 3 hours.
Yes.
So we'll go down and catch Elvis. Dude, I'm sitting there catching up,
Aye.
trying to explain why the comic had to cancel and why these two guys are in watching Elvis,
Yes.
right? And then the theater pours out, and these ladies are like, goosebumps. Oh my God, this movie
Yes.
was amazing.
And-
oh my God, this guy, you can shut your eyes,
Yes.
and I swear to God,
Yes.
he
Elvis,
is
come alive
Elvis.
again.
I loved Elvis. Loved it.
Elvis, amazing. That is such a good movie. I mean, 5 stars.
Yes.
5, dude. One after the other, ladies like that, just imitating that and that. These two freaking behemoths walk out and they go, "That movie sucks."
That shit was weak.
No, that was him.
He goes, "I mean, my God, that was torture for 3 hours."
Yeah. I heard Elvis stole from black people. He should have stolen more because this shit sucked.
I loved the movie.
Roach
Right?
did. Roach liked it. I came
Chris,
out talking shit.
I loved Elvis as a kid. There were a few scenes that made me choked up, and all of a sudden I'm leaving. I'm clapping with the other people, and I look over at Dennis. He goes, "That kind of sucked." I'm like,
Fuck that movie. How are you going to make an Elvis movie? I don't get to see Elvis eating a peanut butter banana sandwich.
Didn't I-
I don't get to see him eating a turkey leg.
Hey!
I don't get to see him dying on the shitter.
and then,
Fail.
and
What
then,
the fuck am I
and then a few months,
watching?
a few months later, I sent you that meme with Elvis. Hey, fuck you, Dennis.
Yeah. Well, I also probably that movie hit home because one time at a day job years ago, I was working at a deli, ringing somebody up, and this woman I'm ringing up, she goes, "Can I just tell you something?" And you know it's going to be bad.
Yeah.
Because otherwise they would just say it.
Yeah.
She goes, "Can I tell you something?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
She goes, "You know who you look like?"
Elvis at the end.
And she goes, "Elvis."
Yes.
And I start making a face like,
oh my God.
Yeah.
and the dude next to me goes, "Which one?" And I go, "You don't, Fat Elvis."
Fat Elvis!
Yep. Pill popping.
Oh my
addicted.
God.
At the end of the rope.
Right.
Yeah,
Pill popping
jumpsuit,
Elvis.
Shooting
wearing
the television Elvis.
Viva Las Vegas
Yeah.
Elvis.
Yeah.
Not Dangerous Minds or whatever the fuck that song is called. I don't know. Whatever.
That's Dangerous Liaison.
Dude, you guys literally, you guys were telling me, you're like, dude, that guy, he was addicted to uppers and downers. I'm like, dude, like coffee and weed. Chris, you go, it was a little more than that, buddy.
Yeah. A little harder than that. Yeah,
It was, wow.
not exactly a joint and an espresso. It was
Yeah.
more like fentanyl and cocaine.
He didn't fuck
Roach
around.
gets upset when we make fun of Elvis. It's very close to him.
It's my childhood.
Rest in peace, Elvis.
That's
So,
all we
Alan.
listened to on the way to church every Sunday morning. My mom, she loved Elvis, and
Really?
on Oldies 98 in Philadelphia, it was Elvis every morning. That was the Sunday morning.
Breakfast with Elvis?
breakfast on
We got
Sunday.
breakfast with the Beatles in
brunch.
New York.
Brunch,
brunch
with Elvis. Yeah, on Sundays.
What?
It's before I realized you could change the radio station.
Yeah. FM and AM? What?
We got options.
Are we paying extra for FM? Is that subscription?
Yeah. Oh, I didn't realize Sirius and XM merged.
Your mom's kicking you for fucking money at the end of the month. Like, you want FM for
Yeah.
January or not?
Yeah.
Well, then I'm gonna need $10.
Exactly.
All right. There you go.
I should have took Adderall.
Yeah.
Still want blue suede shoes? It's gonna cost you.
My favorite. I only like one Elvis song, and it's "Burnin' Love." That's it.
Honka
Favorite
honka.
song.
Song about hepatitis, right? Or chlamydia. One of those.
Is that what that is?
Burning Love. I mean,
That's my
right on the
favorite song.
nose, Roach.
Don't.
Right on the
The
nose.
food's here. Don't. So in closing,
Jesus.
Wait. I never got
Congratulations,
the I never got
congratulations.
the 5-year plan out of Joel. We got the hotel. What else?
The food just showed up, and this big fat ape goes in closing.
This
congratulations,
big fat
Joel.
ape.
Congratulations, Joel. Best of luck.
How nice to be in a room where someone is called a big fat ape and it's not me.
Yeah, likewise, brother.
This is like St. Patty's Day, Christmas, Easter, all rolled into one.
All right, Joel's figuring out the food order. So, Dr. Weir.
Yes, Dr. Weird.
Alan, how's your mom like it?
You're from Lancaster.
Yes,
Your
yeah.
mom's from Lancaster, too? Mm-hmm. You know what's amazing? I found out when I was in first it was Lancaster, right?
Correct.
It's not Lancaster. It's
I'm not gonna
Lancaster.
flip out on you or anything, but yes.
No, everywhere I go, it's like I remember I was in Carmel, Indiana. And they're like, it's Carmel. Carmel. Yeah. I was also in Louisville. It's Lowellville.
Louisville.
New
Lowellville.
Orleans does something right?
How do you get Lowellville from
Nolans.
Louisville?
Louisville. It's Louisville.
But what
South
I
Boston.
found out was interesting when I was in Lancaster is that the Amish get Dewey's all the time.
They get
On
what?
the cart and buggy?
Yes, because
Horse
what
buggy?
happens is the horse knows how to get home, but they don't know how to stop at red lights. So if the guy's shit-faced and passed out, the horse drives right through the red light, and they get pulled over, and that's how they get Dewey's. All the
Well,
time.
I've seen some crazy stuff with Amish. I've lived in Lancaster all but for a year and a half my whole life.
They could,
I used to live right on 501, which is a highway that runs through most of Lancaster. And they would head to church from their Saturday night parties. They go
Stay out all night and then
501 this
hardcore.
way,
straight to church?
10 o'clock at night or so, and then they come back 4 a.m. on their way to church, lit,
Yeah.
just
They-
swerving
yeah,
all
dude.
over the road. Yeah,
The
yeah.
horses were drunk too?
Well,
They cut loose.
Yo, I'd
man.
party with some horses.
They cut loose on that one day a week.
they go, yeah, and they use that Rumspringa thing to great effect.
Yeah,
That's
I heard some of these Amish guys, they'll rent a garage in someone's house with a car and a whole change of outfit where they just escape the Amish for like a while and come back. Not Rumspringer, but
no. They have. Well, there's this wonderful mental gymnastic thing they do to work around their own laws.
mental gymnastics.
Yeah. They,
Mental gymnastics.
they
Not the same as physical gymnastics.
Okay.
right, more mentally intensive.
Key.
But yeah, they work their way through their own laws of okay, I want to get blasted on Tuesday. So
Right.
let's compare law 6 with law 9 and work away,
Yeah.
And they figure it out,
I mean, the Jews,
Joel?
they have lots of
Joel, what do you think?
Joel, what do you think? No, but same thing.
your
Like
thoughts on the-
Orthodox Jews, it's like, yeah, there's all these rules, but it's like, well, if we want to do something, we'll figure out a way to do it.
Oh
You know
well,
what I mean?
that's why they're great debaters. I love debating with my
Are
Jewish
they
friends.
great debaters?
Oh, wonderful. Ask Ari. You ever try and argue with Ari Shafir?
Yeah.
We got to fill an hour? That's it? Can we eat on the podcast?
Yes. Why not?
I like how there's a time,
welcome
like
to
a
eat.
time minimum, but the fucking host just walked out.
He's got all.
Now
Wait,
it's-
hold on.
now it's
Wait.
my podcast.
Wait, hold on. He
Listen, I do a movie podcast. Let's do some
left his
plugs. Let's do some
questions
plugs.
here.
We'll do some plugs. At Dennis Rooney 7 on Instagram. That's my only social
This is
media.
Joel's question. So
Oh, Joel's
Dennis.
back, okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought they were you.
Dennis, how big is it? Not big enough. Is it ever?
Joel, we know you're running this compound. What just happened? Tell us.
Joel just murdered 3 men?
No, the Uber driver asked for a PIN number, but I didn't have a PIN number. And I tried to click on the receipt for Uber Eats for our food that just got
I
delivered.
got that a few times. PIN numbers when I was delivering.
Yeah. Oh, that's what he was delivering.
Yeah, they want a PIN number, and
But it didn't give me. I couldn't even view the receipt.
yeah. What is that?
I don't know.
I think it's for repeat offenders. Do you have any problems with them?
No.
Okay.
Well, this is awkward.
Not as awkward as when you were gone. Trust me. This is
Okay.
great broadcasting compared to what was going
Yeah.
on 3 minutes ago.
Yeah.
We're at the third.
Tell me more about the Uber driver.
Al got to dive into his questions.
Yeah.
We're at the
Dude,
third
the guy has a journal, and he goes, "Look at this. We were so prepared. I had all these questions. We didn't get to."
Let me know when we hit 31 minutes.
What are we at? Oh, you're a dick. Yo, dude, are you a psychic?
Yes,
No.
he is. Because on the way here,
Oh my
he
God.
guessed that I was thinking of the number 72. I said, I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 100. And he said 72.
I thought it was.
And that was it.
I think he set me up for a joke, but I guessed it, and that's the end of that.
And that
story.
kind of ruined the ride then. Because I was like, well, we have a serious psychic connection, Roach. And now we have to go
Yes.
do stand-up comedy.
Oh my God.
Meanwhile, we have something going on between us that scientists should know about. It could change the world.
So Joel, surely you have more questions for us. Surely you planned this out. You have questions to ask us.
We had a nice flow going. I left. This is
We had a nice flow going. I left.
yeah.
And then you just trail off. You're like, oh, no.
Yeah.
So, Dr. Weir, what do you do for a living? Can I ask?
Teach guitar and play
Oh,
bands.
oh, you do? All right, that's interesting.
Yeah, right. Fine.
Joel, where are you finding these people?
Yeah.
So I meet Joel on August 1st of 2020,
Yeah.
and at the first day of the festival we put on,
Right.
the pandemic, and a month later, my band opened up for Jim Brewer.
Oh, that's awesome.
shit.
Yeah.
Right now, I'd like to bring DJ Don on here. DJ Don?
No, that's
Bob.
DJ Bob.
I knew it was something with 3 letters. I'm so sorry, Bob.
Yep.
Don. Okay. I was just kidding. Stay there.
Can we get this guy a fucking
Yeah,
chair?
can we
He's
get
sitting
a
on
chair?
the floor.
What's fantastic about DJ Bob is he goes
DJ Bob.
he goes, what time we starting the show? I go 8:10, and I didn't respond to his text. He comes out. I go, I thought I responded to you. I didn't because it was like multiple hats
Sure.
going on, and I go 8:10. It's fine. So 8:08, we end up walking into the room. He, because of St. Patrick's Day,
Oh.
Yes.
he wants to play a little House of Pain.
Oh, yes.
Of course, yeah.
Yep, doesn't bring me up until 8:12.
Oh, my God.
Someone's getting fired. Is that what you're trying to say, Joel?
No.
And that's why it's so hard to let you go, DJ Bob, even with your creative name.
Yeah.
Is Bob you're like DJ Autopilot, DJ Khaled.
Dude, but he did text me. He goes, turns out, he goes, I queued up one more song. It's going 3:37. I'll bring you up ASAP.
Wow, you guys got it down to the second.
He was going to be DJ Nitro, but that was taken.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Actually, it was
Bob.
DJ, what was it? You're welcome.
MC Delta
You went
T
from
was?
MC Delta T to DJ Bob?
What happened? Is there a lawsuit involved? What happened? Why isn't it Delta T?
Oh, wait, what?
Did Delta Airlines sue you or something, or cease and desist? What? I like Delta Jet. Okay.
So where'd the BJ come into play? Oh,
Bob Jones.
his initials.
Bob Jones? Oh, DJ Bob Jones.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was the DJ Bob Jones.
Yeah.
Oh, you relate to Jim Jones? Oh, Jones? No. Okay.
Well, we brought this to a screeching halt.
I would have been more prepared. I didn't realize.
Well, the food's
I didn't
here.
realize.
Well, the food's getting cold, and but this is very nice sneakers.
Thanks, man.
I thought we were going to do the show outside in that other.
Oh, in the dome.
Now, how many comedy shows could you do here at 1? If they all start at 8 o'clock, how many shows? You could probably do one in here. You could do a
Well-
small one in here.
Yeah, this would be a small gathering.
Yeah, you could do like a
It-
private party here.
If I was headlining, it
This is
would
the
be in here.
cocaine room.
You
Let's
could
be
do
honest.
you could
This
do
is the cocaine room.
one.
Yeah,
It's a speakeasy. It's
Wait,
behind a
wait,
hidden door. This is a drug room.
When Jim Brewer was here, you did the ballroom.
in the ballroom.
How
yeah,
many? How many is that?
1,000.
You got 1,000 in there?
Yeah, 1,100.
For Jim?
Yeah.
Holy shit!
And then we could do, and then we have an outside. It's a barn. It's called the Social House. People get married out there. But we did the first show.
That's what I did with Adam.
Adam Ferrari, yeah.
then there's the-
we got the dome, which we put 400 in.
Wow.
So
1,100.
You're never letting go of the dome, right? You like the dome?
it's going to be our
People like it.
our beach season.
Right, right,
Memorial Day to Labor Day.
Seasonal, yeah.
Seasonal.
But like that's your thing. You're kind of like synonymous with dome
Which actually
comedy.
killed us because in November, last November was seasonally warm.
Uh-huh.
There were 6 people sitting out in the dome, 80 people inside in that room, 6 people sitting in the dome for 40 minutes.
I'm sorry, 6 people waiting. Like, when's the show? How come there's no
15,
lights? Nothing.
15 minutes I get,
Uh-huh.
but the other 25 is unexplainable.
You guys think we should go walk towards the building with lights on and
There was a
electricity?
wedding,
No, we'll
dude. There was a
wait.
wedding going on
There were hundreds of
inside
people here.
the ballroom.
Aside from the comedy show.
Where's the comics? Where's Joel? Where's the other
We've
audience
been
members?
waiting here for 40 minutes.
What is this hide and go seek comedy?
A waitress hasn't come by yet.
Yeah. So we could do 4 different events.
That's amazing. If we're gonna continue with this, I'm gonna need some sugar cubes or something.
All right.
20 minutes.
Guys, thank you so much for Dennis
No,
Rooney.
I'm just kidding. I'm just
Chris-
kidding. Continue.
Alan,
Well, welcome.
how's things?
Alan
Dennis.
Hill.
Alan?
This is Soul Joel. Guys, thank you so much. This is Bring 'Em Out.
I love you, Joel.
Bring him out.
Bring him out.
Bring him out.
Websites? No. Okay. ChrisRoachLive.com.
Oh, promo stuff. Promo
Wait,
stuff.
promote your next. Who's here next week?
Well, we're not sure when this is going to come out.
All right, so this will be edited. This awkwardness. Who's the editing? Are you the editor? Oh, okay.
Follow me on Instagram at DennisRooney7. Check out my other podcasts, City of Rats and Netflix Book Club.
I should have
Big
smoked.
thumbs up to that podcast. I
should've
love it.
smoked before I
Appreciate
came
you.
in here. I should have smoked before this.
ChrisRoachLive.com. Soul Joel. Wow.
I have nothing left in the tank. I have nothing left in the tank. Feed me.